Mr. President, sir, my distinguished colleagues, I rise to support my in-law who tabled this very important bill. I think that under your leadership, this House must be seen to be consistent, to be fair and just. That is reflected, Mr. President, in the prayers that we rehearse every morning. Justice to one another. I think that given all that I know now, which all of us in this Senate, if we reflect on the bills we have passed similar to this, there is no reason to deny the people of that part of Nigeria the location of this specialized institution. My very dear friend is worried about where the teachers, the experts will come from. The law of economics is that where there is a demand, there will be a supply. Where there is no demand, there will be no supply. I think that even if we were to assume, without conceding, that we have too many institutions already, when it comes to healthcare and the management of human beings, health-wise, it will be better to err on the side of surplusage. Sir, for people of my generation, there was a time where Indians come to Nigeria to look for employment as doctors. And most Nigerians of my generation would prefer to be attended to by Nigerian doctors rather than Indian doctors. It is over time, and we're not getting our priorities right, that we now have a revised situation where the Indians have gone back, Nigerians are now going to India to seek for medical intervention. I think the purpose of this Senate, and under your able visionary leadership, is to look at the future and not to be detained by the imperfections of the present or even the recent past. I believe that knowing the reality, I come from Edo State, and I'm sure many people from Delta State. When people get involved in accidents along this road, they are not necessarily people from Kogi State. I think in terms of location and access, that institution is extremely necessary. I want to plead with my colleagues that let us be found to be too generous in supporting specialized institutions and appropriate funds for the training of men and women that will be required to run those institutions. I'm sure what there is demand. And of course, holistically, at another occasion, we must ask ourselves the question, why are we lamenting over migration or brain drain? But by some analysis, sir, brain drain is not necessarily very negative. Because these guys repatriate money, and I read the books from the CBN telling us how many billions of dollars Nigerians are remitting home. If we can't produce industries, I will produce men and women who have brains that are marketable worldwide. I believe we should be proud just to do so. So under your leadership, I please, sir, that we support this bill. It is necessary, it will be helpful, it cannot be idle, but we must know that for every institution we have passed, when we are doing appropriation, we must factor in the fact that these institutions have been passed and they will need resources for effective takeoff. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And actually, is there anybody opposed to this bill going for a second term?